Hello, accountability buddies. It's Les, and this is another episode of Less is More Healthy. And this is the first episode I've recorded in a couple of months. I really had thought that this was the first episode all year, but I looked back at the old episodes, and I'd released one in the middle of February. And I've had a lot going on since then. So in March, the very beginning of March, I had my first colonoscopy. The prep was pretty bad. I obviously don't remember the actual procedure itself. The recovery was pretty bad. I don't know if I had a strong reaction to the anesthesia or just having my blood sugar screwed up for a couple of days. But it was not a good experience. I had recorded a couple of episodes about that. I also had a very bad interaction with one of the nurses and actually filed a report about the nurse. But that's not what this episode is about. So about 2 weeks after I had my colonoscopy, I came down with COVID, and it was a pretty mild case. Actually, I thought it was just, my seasonal allergies kicking off, because in March, that's usually when my mold and mildew allergies kick off. And I didn't feel bad. I just had a slightly runny nose. And then the fever hit, and I slept for 2 days straight. And then I started testing negative. So I was out of work for a couple of days, felt really bad for like 2 days, but my blood sugars were again off and not where I wanted them to be. So yeah, that was not great. And I will say that I've had some post-COVID symptoms of difficulty with my memory. Like I can't find certain words at certain times. And just remembering stuff has been difficult. So that's been a struggle. I do understand that, like the last time I had COVID, I had a little tiny bit of those memory problems, but it came back really fast. It wasn't a long-term problem. It's been like a month and a half now, and I'm still struggling with that. I'm also getting massive headaches, which may be related to my seasonal allergies. And of course, there's someone coming with a dog as I'm vlogging. So yeah, all of that's like going on. And then there's some stuff that I can't talk about yet. Super stressful. And yeah, so the stressful stuff I can't talk about yet. It's in that stressful thing is in a holding pattern. It's pretty toxic, and it's not really something I can get out of right now. But we'll see what happens with that over time. And we'll figure that out. I am recording some footage of the ride today. Because it's so nice to be out on a ride, and I'm really enjoying it, and just want to share the nice sunny day with you. It is actually pretty cold still. It's not even, I think it's 10:30-ish right now. We're supposed to hit the mid-60s today, but afternoon. So like right now it's in the low 50s, which is perfect for a spring ride, but it was pretty cold at first. Yeah. So those are all of the things that have been going on. The stressful thing I can't talk about, which is one of the reasons I found it really difficult to record an episode, is I really want to talk about that stressful thing, but I can't talk about that stressful thing because of, well, reasons that I can't go into. So that's been very annoying. And then from there, with my blood sugar being off for almost a month, and then because of that, I just let my eating slide. I'm back into my routine with the morning protein shake or bar. And that's been really helpful. Just getting back into that routine, because it was really off after both COVID and the colonoscopy. And also my stress response is to eat. It's that, I'll just be completely honest, yeah. Coping with food, not helpful in this situation. So I did go out and I bought a new bike. And it's not a fancy bike. It is a Walmart bike, which I know some people would have commentary to say about, but stuff it, I don't care. It's funny because this is the first new bike that I bought since 1995. And it's actually surprisingly nice. I'll probably do a whole episode about it when I can get to a spot that's a little quieter and I can record. But I will say that the saddle on this bike is going to get swapped out ASAP because this saddle is the pits. It's terrible. It's uncomfortable. It's squishy in the wrong areas. It's hard in the wrong areas. Like I said, it is probably one of the more uncomfortable saddles I've ever ridden on. That being said, the bike itself is a pretty good size for me. I probably won't be able to use a top tube bag because of where everything falls on the bike and the length of the top tube for my body. But all that being said, it's not bad. So I don't have my rack on it. I'm looking at it. That's why I'm not looking at the camera. I don't have my rack on it yet. So I'll be getting that on hopefully this afternoon. But I really do find a rear rack to be absolutely imperative for a rider of my height. And also for the sorts of things that I do on my bike. You know, like I like to go out, make myself a cup of coffee, bring a chair so I can relax. I like to bring art supplies with me when I go out on a ride and draw while I'm out and about. So all of those things are absolutely necessary in my book. So putting the rack on this bike is absolutely going to be a thing I do. And someone just got pulled over at the light here. Or not. A cop just got out of his truck off duty and yelled at someone. Anyway, I'll edit that out. This has been a good ride. I didn't feel like I was going to lose my breakfast until about 5 minutes ago. So the last, my half mile was when I felt not so great. Whereas before, I didn't even make it a mile, like at this time last year. So I haven't lost all of my fitness. I am feeling pretty unfit right now, but I'll get it back. Got another mile and a half to go here. And yeah. So anyway, I want to say thank you for keeping up with the channel. Thank you for hitting like and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next one. Thanks and bye.